All right, welcome to the Spoiler Kings. We are doing another episode of our Oscar 2023 reviews. This episode, we are going to talk about Everything, Everywhere, All at Once, one of the Best Picture nominated films. So we got Brian with us today, and we got Zach Attacks is back with us. So Zach, do a quick shout out to your channel. Let them know where they can find you.
Zach Attack Reviews do reviews of old movies, new movies, TV shows, ranking lists, trailer reactions, live discussions. I do it all, man. So I have charisma. I'm funny. I'm great.
You don't believe me? Just ask me. I'll tell you about it.
Ask me. I tell you. No, I'm joking. Like I do in-depth reviews. I break down the good. I break down the bad. I try to add a little humor into it. And you're gonna have a good time on my channel.
He's good.
Yep.
He's good.
Yeah.
You know, and
He's not lying.
I'm critical. So he's
and somehow I did a 3-hour, 30-minute stream by myself.
By himself.
So, you know I'm good.
you know what you're talking about. Oh, man.
Is that Zach or is that John Campy? I can't tell when ask me anything.
Yo.
Just sitting there. Yeah.
You be going.
Yeah, seriously. So like I said, we're talking about Everything Everywhere All at Once. Right off the bat, one of my favorite movies. So I am a little bit biased with it. But we'll start off with Zach. Why don't you give us some of the things that you liked about this movie?
Should we read the synopsis? Not gonna read the synopsis.
Everybody know what this movie about. No, I'm joking.
Go ahead, because this is a trippy movie, you know. So yeah, go ahead, read the breakdown real quick.
All right, here we go. When an interdimensional rupture unravels reality, as an unlikely hero must channel her newfound powers to fight bizarre and bewildering dangers from the multiverse, as the fate of the world hangs in the balance. I thought that was a really good synopsis.
That's really good, actually.
That's why I wanted to read that.
Yeah.
That's exactly this movie.
And it's not this movie at the same time. That's hilarious.
It's the same time.
Yeah.
It's just like we're doing both. We're doing everything, everywhere, all at once.
Yeah. Oh man, what do you think about it, Zach?
Yeah, like I was saying before, it's my favorite movie of all time. I've never had a favorite movie of all time before. I've always just like, I like a bunch of movies, but nothing speaks to me in a way where I'm like, this is my favorite. This is the one that encompasses everything I love. It just captured everything. Minority leads, generational trauma, speaking on different topics, nihilism, existentialism, multiverse. I'm a geek. I love that shit. The action was good. The comedy was crazy. The supporting character having like a strong male character, but that was kind of softer, and he doesn't have to be super toxic masculine to be a strong male character. I thought that the performances all around, from Michelle Yeoh all the way down to the guy that had the butt plug, was phenomenal. the fact that they had butt plugs in this film and was crazy. Yeah. The fact that they were making jokes that you couldn't, like, making jokes about a Jewish person's nose, crazy. The thing that they did with the dog, all the weird stuff to do to it's just so much going on. But the core story is just a family that is starting to fall apart, and they're trying to find their way back together. And that's why the movie holds together, because everyone can relate or understand that.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't speak more highly about this movie.
Yeah, I mean, it being your best movie ever, like, damn,
ever.
Yeah,
I love this shit. Like the two rocks, they made me cry.
Oh,
two rocks talking to each other in text, not even with voices. I cried
with googly eyes on it.
I watched it in a regular theater, and then my friend was like, "Oh, this movie can't be that good," and I was like, "We're going to IMAX. I'm gonna show you it's that good." And in IMAX, the aspect ratio changes for every multiverse, so that was super cool.
That is cool. I didn't know that, man. That's cool.
Yeah. So like I was like the hot dog fingers. I freaking cried about that. Come on, man. They made me cry about some stupid shit.
Yeah, I didn't cry about the hot dog fingers.
Yeah. I laughed. I laughed.
When not the initial one, but like when they were hugging each other and she came back and it was just like, "No, I love you." I was like, "Oh." Oh, even though you got weird fingers, I love this.
Yeah. Well, there you go. Brandon said, "I didn't get the hot dog fingers." I don't think you need to get it. It was just a
The
thing.
multiverse.
Yeah,
Another
you
thing
know,
that happened. There's another thing that was happening somewhere else in the multiverse. That's just what it was.
yeah. But it was. I thought it was funny as shit though. That was so funny.
It was so funny. It was so.
I mean, because as a kid, I think most kids do that anyway. You know what I mean? Especially if you have a sibling, you're like, you know, you grab the hot dog, you're like, like whack him in the face with it. It was like they just did it and are up for an Oscar. You know, it's like, so that's crazy. That's crazy. But yeah. But, Brian, what are some things you like, man?
I mean, this movie is an excellent movie. I don't care what anyone says. It deserves all the money they made. It wasn't too long. It's really the multiverse movie that we all deserve. Everyone who wanted to see, you know, Doctor Strange and, you know, and the multiverse of madness, this is the multiverse you deserve. And understand it, everything is a little crazy. All the different scenes were awesome. Her family, it was a mother really just fighting to keep her family together. That's really what's and trying to relate with, you know, because you it's hard when you're doing things and your kids are becoming adults and they're moving out and trying to figure out, how do I reconnect? How do we change our relationship? And that's, I was just thinking, this movie is so good on so many different levels. You can take it, you know, as a parent. You could take it as a kid. You could take it just as a multiverse movie. You could see it in so many different ways. Just as trying to be a family, you know, holding together. It was so
as a
good
husband,
and
as
so
a grandfather.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know, it's just a strong male, you know, but understanding person. Like, you could see it for so many different ways, and I thought that's what made it special. So it wasn't just the scenes that were changing. You could see it from different people's different aspects, and I just that's powerful in itself too. So that's why I understand why it's up for this Oscar, and I think it's one of the best movies I've seen in a couple of years, honestly.
Yeah. So Brandon said, coming up, I really thought Michelle's fighting was underutilized. I probably, because she is an amazing actual like martial artist. Like, she knows, she can probably kick all our butts. You know what I mean? Like,
but that's why I think
some
they
like
did
five
that.
finger. Like, man.
Well, I think they did that because
it had enough.
I want to show you. I want to show you her acting skills, and then we still.
That's why she took the role.
We know who she is. Yeah, we know who she is.
That's why she took the role to act. You know, she didn't just want to be a fighter in the film.
Yeah, because I think it came out recently that she was told to retire before this movie, and then she decided to take this movie, and obviously, you know, her if her name was already not in a lot of people's minds, this movie put it in everybody's. You know, everybody's. Yep. You know, and I am really pushing her to win the Oscar for Best Actress. You know, like, I would really like to see her win it. You know,
I wasn't surprised,
but I feel like it's going to be Kate. But
yeah, I feel like it. Yeah. But I would love to have two minorities win Best Actress and Supporting Actress. You know, with Angela and Michelle, you know, them taking it, I'll be awesome with it.
Okay,
yeah, Angela Bassett.
Also, Best Supporting Male Actor. I'm pretty sure Keith won. There's no one. If the Oscar gives somebody else, it's gonna be a problem.
yeah. Seriously, yeah, he was
literally
the best one.
Literally, Indiana Jones is gonna have to come in, swoop in, take the Oscar away. Let's go short round. Let's go get this
after the Spielberg. Spielberg's like, hey,
that's funny. That film turned into something completely different than what I thought it was. The same. I didn't know what I was expecting when I first started watching it, you know, or before going into watching it. And then it's kind of right when it started picking up, when they went to the IRS office. That's when things started going nuts, and it was just a fun ride that just was great and multiple watches. I've seen this movie a bunch of times already, and each time I've seen it 6 times. Loved it.
And every time I'm telling someone else, you gotta watch this with me. And then I'm like, I'm gonna get them started, and I just let them watch it. And then I end up like just rewatch it.
I don't rewatch movies a lot. I'm always just like, okay, that was great. Let's move on to the next one. I was stuck on this for so long.
Her acting skills, yes, and she just came off as off Shang-Chi. Yeah, that's right. And
Step
just got
2 was in Shang-Chi too. That's crazy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then, have you guys seen her audition tape? for
No.
For
Yobutubaki?
no. I guess
So she basically created that character out of thin air. She read the lines, and all that stuff we saw in the movie was in her audition tape. And they were like, "No, you do that
yeah.
and just turn it up." And I
Yeah.
couldn't believe it. All that weird shit, like the way she was. She all created all that just by reading the description of the character. I'm like, yo, she got a future if she
Yeah.
can do that.
That's also I didn't know that because I got like Brian said, like this is you can watch it for any aspect of like comedy. You know, you want sci-fi, you want some action because there's some good action in this one. It just has like everything in it, and it's just
All
so
back to nostalgia.
well done.
Depending on
Exactly.
how well versed you are.
Yeah,
You know, they have some Chinese and Japanese movie references in there, and obviously Ratatouille.
Ratatouille.
Oh my
That
god,
was awesome.
I'm not when the thing got revealed, I almost like lost my voice from how hard I was laughing. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
They actually did Ratatouille.
Yeah. That's so good. The best part is, if you are a fan of this, I do want to get some. They have fake movie posters for the universes. So there is a Ratatouille like movie poster that looks like Ratatouille, but obviously with them, same with the finger, the hot dog finger world. It's like a love kind of poster.
If we had a place to put all that stuff, it would be on our walls right now.
Yeah,
you'd be like the opening of Spoiler Kings. You're like seeing all that stuff. It'll be like that all over the place.
yeah. And I didn't know they did that until like fairly recently, and I'm like, that's pretty awesome. Like
I have a bunch of googly eyes. I actually have the A24 shirt with the googly eyes on it.
Oh, nice.
It's like the A24 logo is made of the googly eyes.
Oh, really? That sounds cool. I like that.
Yeah.
It's man, so like you said, like it got funny, with the butt plug thing. So if you haven't seen that, that's amazing. Even we were at C2E2 and somebody was that character was awesome.
Wow. And you could buy it. You could buy the butt plug too as a candle.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, but I mean,
I would not be burning that. Acceptance. I'm not burning that, guys. I'm just letting you know.
The movie was about acceptance. Like, just accept. Like at the end when she's like touching the people and seeing their deeper desires, it's just like accept everybody for what, especially if they're not hurting no one, for who they are. And learn to just let go of certain things. I think that was a powerful thing.
Yeah, it just was so good. I think we wound up watching it on a plane. Like we had the earbuds in, just sitting there watching it, and the entire ride. I think we flew to Florida, and we watched it on the phone the first time because I didn't know what it was. So I'm like, here we got this. Let's watch it, and I was like, I regret so much not seeing this on the big screen. I think it's out right now, like in limited theaters because they do it for all the Oscar movies. So I want to try to go see it, but it's so good. It's so good. I made sure I bought like the 4K with the digital copy. I want to own the digital copy, not just rent it. Yeah.
I got the Walmart one with the googly eyes on it.
Nice. Yeah, that's the way to go. But
yeah, man.
I saw some.
Yeah, there was a lot of people at Comic-Con and stuff like that dressed like that.
Yeah. Because it's the hot dog fingers. I think you can buy a glove on Amazon that
you definitely can.
You can buy it straight from A24.
Oh, really? I didn't know that. That's awesome.
Yeah. They have that, and they have like the Employee of the Month statue thing that Kirby's character had. Like, when I first saw it, I was like, "Is that what I think that is?" There was so many times where I was just like, "Is that what I?" And I think another underrated thing is visually how good it looks. For only be like 3 people who edited it and did the VFX.
I just meant that. I was looking at. I've been looking right now, seeing the budget. So the budget's somewhere between $14 and $25 million. Mm-hmm. So to be able to make that much and do that well and look that quality and having that different worlds and everything,
it was shot in that one building. The whole movie.
That's so crazy. And to make over $100 million on that budget, this is an old school, unbelievable movie that you didn't see coming. I mean, A24 went over $100 million of a $20 million budget.
Yeah, the biggest movie still to date.
Yeah. I mean, and just such a great cast. I thought the cast, Jamie Lee Curtis in it was
Jamie Lee
great.
Curtis, yeah.
She had a great, and then having somebody with like real acting chops to go along with Michelle, with like, all right, now you're gonna be an a-hole kind of IRS person, and now you're a love interest, and now you're an assassin. It's like that really like pushes like certain actors. Like it could get goofy, which it did at times. It very much did at times, but it also like it kept it grounded to what it was, and it was about the family. So it was able to like, you were able to cry at rocks and then turn around and see her like smack somebody to death with a dildo. It was like that's how crazy this movie is, and they were both great, and it fit perfectly in the movie. It made sense.
To your point with the whole like it was goofy, I think the reason why it works is because it never lose focus of what's going on. It doesn't delve into goofiness. We don't have like an SNL skit in the movie. It's like the goofiness is on till the way to the moment. Like the thing with the hand, like she's smacking people with dildos and shit, but then it ends with the hand thing,
yeah.
And turns to this powerful moment, and then the grandfather comes in, and it's just like it doesn't give you enough time to really sink into what's going on, but then you remember the movie after, and you start thinking about all the moments. You're like, wow.
Yeah.
And Wayman, like we ain't talk about him. Like this movie doesn't work without him.
Exactly. I say one of the most important characters in the entire movie. I mean, it does not work without him there.
He's so good playing like 3 different people.
It really, man, it was so good, and it just, like you said, it came out of nowhere, and is
there anything bad you guys saw in the entire movie? Anything that you didn't enjoy? Like it just.
Oh yeah, no, I don't have anything like that. I think maybe the pacing from the ending of the first act to the beginning of the second act, I was
okay.
I can see that, but that's like a minor thing of all the explosion of greatness. Like, when I was doing my review, I was like, I have to find something negative to say. I had to find something negative to say, and I was like, that's all I got.
And when all the glitter and glamour, got one of the pieces got in my eye, so that's my bad part.
Like I laughed too hard and cried too much.
Like it hurt my stomach, so that's the bad part. I don't appreciate that very much.
Well, when he blew up the guy he's talking about, that was hilarious.
Yeah.
The part where she like traveled through the multiverses, that shit was fire. Oh man, that was many
great
cool imagery. Yeah.
And it came out early in the year, which a lot of Oscar movies they try not to do that because they want it to be towards the end of the year because it's fresh in people's minds. This came out in what, March, I think?
Yeah.
February or March? Like early in the year. It came out before Doctor Strange.
You're right, March 11th.
March. It came out right before Doctor Strange, and people were like, "Oh, you're gonna do a multiverse movie before the Doctor Strange multiverse movie?" And then they did it. You're like, "Oh shit." They did it.
I was like, they did it, and then dropped the mic and then walked away.
Yeah.
Take that, Doctor Strange.
Well, I know Marvel must have. Everybody was watching, looking at that movie, like, God damn it.
Yeah.
A24.
Yeah. If I was Kevin Feige, I'm like, everybody who was in part of production, writing, editing, everything, I want them all. Bring them in. Like F all these Rick and Morty people and bring in the everything everywhere people. Like that's what you need. And especially in a phase where you're gonna have a bunch of multiverse stuff. Bring the people who did it best. You know what I mean? Like go to A24 is like, I want all of them. Everybody. And it's like, but instead we got Rick and Morty.
First look deal with Paramount or Warner Brothers. So Disney missed out on that like heavy.
I don't know, man. Disney still could go out there and say, here's a check.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's not a number on it. Like exactly.
Go ahead, write in whatever number. We're good.
Can you imagine them doing Secret Wars? Holy crap.
Yeah.
With that budget,
we'll lose our mind.
Yeah. I'll be so much more because right now, the guy who wrote Ant-Man, who was from Rick and Morty, I think he wrote a couple other MCU movies as well. he's writing Secret Wars, I believe.
I heard.
And
he's not directing it, and that that's a good thing too. We still don't know the director, right?
I blame more Peyton
yet.
Reed.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I know we're gonna get into it, but
yeah.
But I mean, every movie he wrote for the MCU, not good.
I don't think that's the same guy.
I think he only did like 3 movies, or gonna be 3 movies, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah, he hasn't done a lot, but he's done a few, and you're like, ooh.
Let me see.
Yeah.
Who's this guy?
Are we going to ask that same
Correct.
question though? Does this deserve to be top 10?
You said it in the beginning.
Yeah, I mean, the question or the answer is at least obvious. So
for us, will this be your front runner? Is this your front runner? Or is
that's a better question. Should this win it? Should this win Best Picture?
Yeah, it's not even should it be nominated? It's like, is it gonna win? That's the question.
Yeah.
It should win. I think out of all these movies, it dominated the year in terms of conversation. Avatar was a huge hit, but people didn't really talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
And it really came out towards the end of the year, too. Top Gun dominated a lot of the conversation, too.
There's a lot of
the first 6 months was everything, and then the last 6 months was Top Gun when it comes to 2022.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I don't see Tar. I can't see winning it. Not because I don't like it. I just don't think it's strong enough to be like the best picture of the year.
It's because I don't like it. Just wasn't good.
Women Talk is not winning. It didn't get enough other nominations for it to win Best Picture. Triangle Sadness is not going to win it. Fablemans might come out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Elvis is not going to win it.
Yeah.
No.
All Quiet on the Western Front though
is very good, and
it was really, really good.
That's the one I don't know. That one can win it all. I know people like Fablemans. I didn't like the movie, but this one I feel like has all the elements that you want for an Oscar-winning movie. It's a smaller company doing it. Has stars, but not A-list stars. It's well written. It's original ideas. So when you have all those elements, I feel like this could be the one that wins. And I hope it does, because I feel like it's the most original of all the ideas, personally.
Oh, you're talking about Everything Everywhere, right?
Yeah.
It's the most original film out of everywhere. All of them here. Oh, Banshees could win too. A lot of people are pushing for that film.
A lot of people are pushing it, and they always like a movie that like is not mainstream to win it. They always like enough people seen it where people are like, oh yeah, it deserved to win. But not enough people seen it. They're like, I don't know. They do that a lot, and it kind of sucks. Banshees, we still got to review that one. I still got to watch that one. But
it's on HBO Max.
Yeah. But for me, Everything Everywhere is definitely the best one out of this list. All Quiet was great. Very serious though, and real life events. Fablemans, Spielberg, they love Spielberg, and like Zach said in another video, they love a Spielberg movie about Hollywood. I mean, there's I'm sure in their minds they're like, how does it not win? And then, but Top Gun, I can see Top Gun and Everything Everywhere kind of splitting the votes, and then it will kind of go to like the Fablemans, because it is just snuck in from being third place, kind of, which happened before.
I just don't feel like Top Gun is going to be the one that it's the big movie, it's the blockbuster movie. I feel like
they got 2 blockbusters.
The fact that Everything Everywhere is all at once is the one that we see it almost as a blockbuster because it did so well, even though it's not. It's really a small film. What's up, L?
What's up, L?
It's the People's Champs film, to be honest with you. It's the People's film. And I think
that
it deserves to win because Oscars ratings are going down. And if you get people to watch this shit and then don't give the People's Champ the wins.
They didn't do it last year. They didn't do it last year.
I don't think there was a clear People's Champ last year.
I think it was for Best Actor.
Oh, okay.
Well, yeah. But even the year before that, the year before that, they effed up everybody, because everyone wanted Chadwick to win.
Chadwick to
He
win.
had passed. It was his last movie. Granted, I personally think Chadwick was great in Ma Rainey's, but
that was a
the
lifetime
father-
achievement award. That's what that was.
yeah, exactly. Well, I can't think of his name.
Anthony Hopkins.
Anthony Hopkins in The Father was amazing.
Incredible.
Amazing. He deserved that Oscar. But I was ready. They're going to give it to Chadwick because that's what the people
Should have
wanted.
been for the Five Bloods, not Ma Rainey's.
Oh, man, but the Five Bloods was the Five Bloods are so good. Let me take on our tangent. I only want to go there because that's a good movie.
Yeah, I mean that's definitely going to be, if not probably not this year, but probably next year for sure. The Black Excellence.
Oh
Five
yes,
Bloods. Yeah, for sure. But yeah, I wanted to win. I'm hoping it to win. And you bring up a good point of like the ratings are going down. Give the people what they want, and they want to see the people that they like winning. Brendan Fraser, Angela Bassett, Everything Everywhere. Like the people, the winners that the people want to win. Like that needs to happen.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know if they're smart enough to know that though.
I don't think so.
I don't
Going
think
back to Trying No
Fraser's gonna
Sadness,
win, though.
they're so far up their own butts.
Exactly.
So,
I people were like are shitting on the Whale, and I thought that movie was incredible.
it was good. It was good.
It was
You
good.
know,
I'll say it's good. Yeah.
I would have put that on here instead of like Tar, even over Women Talking.
Man, I would have put freaking Marcella Shell over Tar. I would have put
Yeah.
Dragon
Oh
Ball
my God.
superhero over Tar.
I
would have
know
put I'd put what's the worst movie on my list? What's the name of that damn movie? Orphan First Kill over Tar.
Oh God!
Whoa! Wait.
With the 40-year-old lady
I'm
playing.
joking.
There's a line that we draw, guys, and that's where
I'm
Orphan
joking.
First
That was
Kills
the worst
when we
movie
draw
of the
that
year
line.
for me last year, so I'm joking.
Yeah. But
I put Bones and all over goddamn Tar. Violent Night.
Violent Night.
Black Adam.
Whoa. Not Black Adam. No, just kidding.
Yeah. Although you hated the main bad guy, Kate in Tar more than you hated any of the villains in Black Adam. So
who was the real best villain? That's Kate should win. Nothing win best actress, but best villain takes a cake right there.
Yeah. Oh man, but yeah, I think we'll see. We got a couple more weeks before the Oscars. I think March 12th. So we got a couple more shows. So next week, I believe Pert Minded should be joining us, which would be awesome. And we're gonna do the big ones. We're doing Top Gun and Avatar with Pert. So that's gonna be a lot of fun. And then we're gonna end it with Banshees and The Fablemans. And then we're in that last Friday before the Oscars. We're just gonna talk about all the other categories, all the other categories and stuff like that. So we'll invite anybody who wants to come and hang out and talk Oscars for a night before the show happens.
Can I plug something real quick?
What's up?
I'm gonna be doing like my top 10 best Oscar nomination. What I thought should have been the 10.
What you thought should have been?
Ooh, I like that.
There you go.
Yeah. So
you can try to do it. I'm gonna be in the comments telling them, no, this should be number 9.
You belong.
You're
not
wrong.
gonna come with a movie of like this is the Oscar, so like I'm not gonna put too many comic book movies in there.
Yeah, exactly. There
will be one.
But no zombie movies either. Come on.
Yeah, no. There ain't no zombie movies came out last year.
Yeah, not really. Hold on. So can I guess your one comic book movie?
Yeah, go ahead.
It was The Batman.
Of course.
Yeah, okay.
That was my number 2 movie of the year.
Yeah. It's definitely up there for me too.
Score, cinematography, supporting actor. It should have got a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
It's the only. I think it's the only good one. Probably. Yeah, I can see that.
But I think that's it, man, for this one.
Yeah.
We all love it. I recommend people going to watch it. If you can see it in the theaters, if it's playing in the theater, go.
Even if you can't,
go check it out.
Go check it out.
Yeah, but it's definitely a fun one. definitely a fun one. I definitely recommend going and check it out. But that is it for this one. Zach, appreciate it. Thank you. You're always welcome to join us whenever, man. You can just pop right in, man. You asked us for the link and you got it. So, but appreciate it. So make sure you go check out Zach Attacks reviews. Links is going to be in the description. So make sure you go click it. Check out his channel. He's doing some awesome stuff over there. And while you're on it, hit that sub here. With Spoiler Kings, we're on our way to 1,000. We're trying to get to that magic number of 1K. Hit that like button and share some videos. If there's some stuff that you like, we're doing Oscars all the way up to the Oscars. And we're also doing Black Excellence in Cinema for the month of February. So this week we had Zach back again. This was just basically Zach week on Spoiler Kings.
This is Zach week. That's what it was. It was all Zach week. That's what it was.
Yep.
Appreciate it.
Yep. So
hit that notification bell on their channel so when they drop videos, you're notified right away.
And we drop videos like every day. So
every day. At least one a day.
At least one a day.
At least one a day.
Exactly.
Yeah. But cool. Thank you everyone hanging out. Brandon, appreciate it. Everyone in live chat. Thank you. But that is it for this one. Appreciate you guys. We will see you Monday. We are talking about Ant-Man and maybe The Last of Us, but for sure Ant-Man.
Hey, I'm staying on. I'm just gonna let you guys know. I'm gonna stay on until we can talk about The Last of Us. I'm just gonna sit here the entire time. Like, look, we talking about Last of Us.
yeah. So we'll probably get some channel friends of the channel to join us on that Ant-Man conversation. So we'll see how that goes. But cool. That is it for us. Thank you, everybody. We will see you guys in the next video. Later.
Thanks, guys.